Welcome back, folks. We'll discuss about the Star Wars Outlaws saga, which has quickly gone from a potential blockbuster to a prime example of how not to launch a game in 2024. Ubisoft, once known for iconic franchises, has managed to fumble Outlaws so spectacularly that it's now a cautionary tale of overpromising and under-delivering. Let's unpack what went wrong, why the backlash is so severe, and whether this game has any hope of redemption. From the outset, Star Wars Outlaws was plagued by issues. Players who pre-ordered the special edition, expecting early access perks, were blindsided when a glitch wiped their save files. Imagine paying extra for early access only to have your progress deleted. Ubisoft's response? An update to fix the problem, but the damage to trust was already done. Couple this with forced stealth missions featuring clunky mechanics and bugs that moved players out of cover, and you have a recipe for frustration. Stealth is supposed to be a cornerstone of Outlaws, but instead, it became a chore. Ubisoft promised immersive Star Wars gameplay, yet what players got was a glitchy experience that barely passed for functional. When Ubisoft announced Outlaws would initially be exclusive to their platform, eyebrows were raised. The decision alienated PC gamers who prefer Steam, and the game's dismal sales forced Ubisoft to backtrack. After months of console mediocrity, they finally released the game on Steam, complete with a 25% discount right out of the gate, yet even that wasn't enough. Let's talk numbers. The game's all-time peak on Steam is a laughable 1,631 concurrent players. To put that in perspective, games like Among Us still pull in tens of thousands of players years after release. Ubisoft blamed high gamer expectations for the poor performance. Sure, gamers expect a lot, but when you charge $70+ for a buggy mess, those expectations are justified. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Outlaws is visually underwhelming. Despite being set in the Star Wars universe, the environments lack depth, and the character models feel dated. The portrayal of protagonist Kay Vess is particularly baffling. Ubisoft distorted Humberly Gonzalez's likeness so much that it barely resembles her. Why hire a talented actress if you're going to mangle her digital counterpart? This mishandling of representation isn't new, but it highlights Ubisoft's broader issue, a lack of care and effort. When you contrast this with the polished characters in Jedi Survivor, the disparity is staggering. The game's stealth mechanics deserve a special mention, for all the wrong reasons. Ubisoft marketed Outlaws as a stealth-centric experience, yet players encountered AI so incompetent it felt like playing hide-and-seek with toddlers. Stealth mechanics shouldn't just be functional, they should be engaging. Outlaws managed neither. Ubisoft isn't new to controversy, but Outlaws might be their most glaring failure in recent memory. CEO Yves Guillemot's remarks blaming gamers for the game's poor reception only added fuel to the fire. This isn't about high expectations, it's about delivering on promises. When you've spent years releasing half-baked titles, goodwill eventually runs out. Moreover, Outlaws reflects a broader problem with Star Wars games under Disney's stewardship. The franchise, once a gold standard in entertainment, has struggled to resonate with fans. From underwhelming sequels to forgettable spin-offs, Star Wars content has rarely hit the mark in recent years. The Steam launch feels like a desperate last-ditch effort to salvage Outlaws. With a game's concurrent player count barely scraping 1,500, it's hard to imagine a miraculous turnaround. Ubisoft has a history of relying on big franchises to mask shoddy execution, but gamers aren't falling for it anymore. Star Wars Outlaws is a glaring example of what happens when a company prioritizes quick profits over quality. So, where does this leave us? Ubisoft says they're committed to improving the game, but as it stands, Outlaws is a flop. For those of you on the fence, save your money. There are plenty of better games out there that respect your time and wallet. What do you think? Can Outlaws claw its way back, or is it destined to join the ranks of Ubisoft's biggest failures? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more brutally honest takes. Catch you in the next one.